Hi students, in this video I am going to explain the remaining components and points to the liver. So actually the origin of liver is in endodermal in origin. Endoderm, we all know, is germ layers. So germ layers are three, but liver originated from the endodermal in origin. Endodermal in origin. It is the largest gland in our body. So actually liver has so many classic lobules. We already discussed them. So those lobules, those hepatic lobules are covered by thin connective tissue. Thin connective tissue. So hepatic lobules are covered with the thin connective tissue. This connective tissue is called as capsule, that is Glisson's capsule. Glisson's capsule. Glisson's capsule is the unique nature in the mammals. So presence of Glisson's capsule is the unique nature for the mammals. So hepatic lobules covered by thin connective tissue. That connective tissue is called as a Glisson's capsule. So hepatic lobules, then hepatic lobules consist of number of hepatic cords. Those hepatic cords consist of number of hepatocytes. Those hepatocytes secretes bile for our digestive system. So next, liver has four-lobed structure. Four-lobed structure. Mainly two large lobes, two small lobes. So from the four lobes, two lobes large lobes and two lobes small lobes. So the large lobes are right lobe and left lobe. Right lobe and left lobe. From the right lobe, right hepatic duct arise. From the left lobe, left hepatic duct arise and form a common hepatic duct. So two small lobes are, one is a quadrate lobe, and another one is a caudate lobe. Quadrate lobe and the caudate lobes are the two small lobes. The quadrate lobe is the place where gallbladder attaches. So quadrate lobe ki gallbladder attaches. So here we'll see actually four-lobed structure, two large lobes, right lobe and left lobe, two small lobes, quadrate lobe, gallbladder attaches, and caudate lobe. These are the four lobes that are present in our liver. So next we'll see the functions of liver. Actually functions, liver is the busiest organ in our body. So small abdominal organ, busiest organ, the gland is the busiest gland. So that busiest organ performs a number of functions. So I already told you there is a peculiar organism in our body. That peculiar functions are discussed here in a minute. First and foremost, the functions of a liver. So how it conducts, we will discuss one by one in detail. Functions of a liver. So liver acts as a thermoregulatory organ. It distributes heat throughout our body. So that's why it is called as a thermoregulatory organ for our body. Thermoregulatory body. Regulation. So distributes heat throughout the body. It also secretes bile. So bile is secreted from hepatocytes. This bile is useful for the emulsification of fats. Emulsification of fats is conducted by this bile juice. Then liver conducts carbohydrate carbohydrate metabolism, carbohydrate metabolism. What is carbohydrate metabolism? Suppose if you take more glucose as your food, so that glucose converts into glycogen in the liver. So the process of conversion of glucose into glycogen is called as a means glycogen, glycogenesis means origin, glycogenesis. The process of glucose conversion into glycogen in the liver, that is called as glycogenesis, one of the carbohydrate metabolism. Then second, that is a glycolysis. So whenever our body wants glucose, this glycogen convert into glucose by the help of liver. So glycolysis, glyco means glycogen, lysis means breakdown of glycogen, then it converts into glucose. So this process is a glycogenolysis. Genolysis means breakdown of glycogen, then gives a glucose for our body. Then third term of carbohydrate, gluconeogenesis. So it is peculiar process from the non-carbohydrate substances. Liver prepares glucose, that is called as gluconeogenesis from the non-carbohydrate substances. So from that non-carbohydrate substances, liver prepares a glucose sometimes, that is called as a gluconeogenesis. Remember this one. So substances are non-carbohydrate substances. From these non-carbohydrate substances, liver prepares glucose. So that is called as gluconeogenesis. So these are the three functions. So these are the three processes conducted by our liver. So next, fat metabolism. So fats are fatty acids. So you can choose some already. Bile is a digested the fats in the process of emulsification of fats. So fats are digested into fatty acids and glycerol. So fat metabolism. So synthesis of lipids is conducted by liver, that is called as a lipogenesis. Already told you, genesis means origin, lipogenesis. So breakdown of lipids or fats is called lipolysis. Lipo means lipids ikkada, lysis means breakdown of fats and lipids. So lipogenesis and lipolysis are the general ఉండేటువంటి మెకానిజమ్స్ అక్కడ. దాంతోపాటు లివర్ కన్వర్ట్ unsaturated fatty acids into saturated fatty acids. Unsaturated fatty acids ni saturated fatty acids ga convert చేస్తుంది. So these are the three fat metabolisms are conducted by our liver. Then so liver synthesis plasma proteins like albumin is a protein and globulin. Albumin and globulin is prepared by our synthesis by our liver. Liver stores vitamin B12 and some enzymes. Vitamin B12 and some enzymes. So it is also called as second reservoir of our body. Remember this one. Second reservoir of blood for our body. Second reservoir of blood for our body. Then it participate in detoxification. Suppose is there any toxic materials, that toxins are detoxified by the liver. So liver synthesis, liver forms ammonia by the process of either deamination, that means removal of amine components, deamination, at the same time, and transamination. Transamination. So let's see one more time. So one is their liver acts as a thermoregulatory organ. That means it distributes heat throughout the body. Bile is secreted by the hepatocytes of the liver. So these bile helped in the emulsification of fats, digestion of fats. So carbohydrate metabolisms. So glucose is converted into glycogen. So more glucose in the body, automatically it converts into glycogen. That is called as glycogenesis. So glycolysis means glycogen converts into glucose. Then glucose is called glycogen converts into glucose. That process is called glycogenolysis, means breakdown of glycogen. Then gluconeogenesis. Non-carbohydrate substances are converted into carbohydrate substances in this process. If in case fat metabolisms, liver synthesis lipids, that is called lipogenesis. So if in case breakdown of lipids takes place, that is called as a lipolysis. So liver also converts unsaturated fatty acids into saturated fatty acids. Synthesis of plasma proteins, those are albumin and globulin. It stores vitamin B12 and enzymes. Second reservoir of our blood for our body. So detoxification agent, and also it forms ammonia by the process of deamination and transamination. So let's see some more functions of liver. So I want to rub it. So some more functions, what are they? We'll discuss in detail. So liver synthesis, heparin. Liver also synthesis heparin, which is natural anticoagulant agent. Liver synthesis heparin substance, that is anticoagulant agent, that actually in our body the blood is always circulated. So if any cases that blood is not clotted, so for that our blood consists of a heparin substance, that is called as, which is anticoagulant agent. Liver also synthesis some coagulating factors. Those coagulating factors are helpful for the clotting of blood. One is a fibrinogen and prothrombin is secreted from the liver. And also liver produces metabolic water for any purpose from the secretions, right hepatic, left hepatic ducts nunchi gaani, cystic duct nunchi gaani, total pancreatic juices nunchi gaani, there is a generation of some water for that water is called as metabolic water. So produces metabolic water. And also liver consists of some phagocytic cells, those are called as Kupffer cells. They are in phagocytic in nature. So liver produces Kupffer cells. So those Kupffer cells, Kupffer cells acts as phagocytic cells. Phagocytic cells are distract the unwanted particles from our digestive system. And also there is a peculiar process conducted by liver. One is liver acts as erythropoietic organ. Erythro means RBC, erythropoietic organ means production of RBC in the embryonic stage, not in adult. Embryonic stage, in the embryonic stage, liver acts as an erythropoietic organ. It is worth mentioning, writing of that in embryonic stage only, it acts as a erythropoietic organ. It also acts as erythroclastic, or simply say hemolytic organ. Hemo means blood, lytic means breakdown. Hemolytic organ acts as hemolytic organ in adults. Destruction of RBC takes place here. Erythroblastic organ in here. So liver performs and synthesis of vitamin A, D, E and K. So these are the vitamin synthesis and stores in the liver. So deamination, that means amination, removal of amino acids. Removal of amino acids takes place, and that amino compounds are converted into urea. So ammonia is converted into, ammonia is a toxic substance, urea is a less toxic substance. In our body, ammonia compound is transported into urea. Transferred into urea, this is less toxic substance by the cycle, that is ornithine cycle తో ఆటోమేటిక్గా కాంప్లికేటెడ్ టాక్సిక్ మెటీరియల్ అమ్మోనియాని సింపుల్గా లెస్ టాక్సిక్ యూరియాగా కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తుంది. దట్ యూరియా ఎక్స్క్రీటెడ్ ఫ్రమ్ అవర్ బాడీ త్రూ ద ఎక్స్క్రీటరీ సిస్టమ్. సో అమ్మోనియా కన్వర్ట్స్ ఇంటూ యూరియా by the cycle, that is a ornithine cycle. So ikkada meer chuste two important words. So one is a erythropoietic organ in a embryonic stage, erythroclastic and hemolytic organ in adults. So these are the some functions of a liver. Then we will discuss bile. So bile గురించి మనం డిస్కస్ చేసుకుంటాం. At the same time gall bladder గురించి కొంచెం ఇంట్రడక్టరీగా చూద్దాం. So first and foremost, the bile is stored in the gallbladder. Bile is stored in a gallbladder. Approximately 30 to 50 ml. So gallbladder. So it is attached to the quadrate lobe of liver. So quadrate lobe ki ante right hepatic lobe ki koncham kindaga quadrate lobe ki attach antundi. It is pear shaped structure. So actually it stores and concentrates the హెపాటోసైట్స్ నుంచి వచ్చేటువంటి బైల్ జ్యూస్ని కాన్సన్ట్రేట్గా చేయడానికి కూడా, స్టోర్ చేయడానికి కూడా గాల్ బ్లాడర్ ఉంది. స్టోర్స్ అండ్ కాన్సన్ట్రేట్స్ బైల్ జ్యూస్. యాక్చువల్లీ ఎంత బైల్ జ్యూస్ స్టోర్ అవుతుందంటే 30 ml to 50 ml ఆఫ్ జ్యూస్ stored in this gallbladder. Then gallbladder consists of a fundic region, main body and caudate region. Bile does not contain any digestive enzymes. There is no digestive enzymes in the bile. Contain any digestive enzymes. But what is the purpose of bile means? It emulsifies fats. It digests the fatty acids. It digests the fats and lipids. It is called as a fats digestion. Useful for the fat digestion. Fat digestion ki use होता है. Actually, bile does not contain any enzymes, but the pH of the bile is 7.8 to 8. So the pear-shaped gallbladder opens into hepatic duct with the help of a cystic duct. So suppose it is our gallbladder. So this pear-shaped gallbladder opens into the hepatic duct with the help of duct, that is a cystic duct. So bile stores here and also concentrates the bile, increasing in this gallbladder. So gallbladder opens into the hepatic duct with the help of a cystic duct. So then gallbladder opens into this region. In birds, liver is well developed, but gallbladder is absent. Why? Because the birds are losing some parts to reduce their weight to for flight adaptation. So in flight adaptations కోసం automatic దాని weight reduce చేయడం కోసం so liver is well developed for a maintenance of digestive system, but gallbladder is absent. In the amphibians liver and gallbladder well developed. Amphibians lo matram condition different. Liver also developed and gallbladder also well developed in amphibians. Few sharks also they don't have gallbladder. Some rodents also don't have gallbladder. So maximum liver is well developed in these conditions. Like birds, in this type of animals consist of well developed liver, but gallbladder is absent in some species and some organisms. Then if you want to discuss the bile pigments, those are bilirubin and biliverdin. Bilirubin and biliverdin. These are the two bile pigments. So because of these bile pigments, our fecal matter turns into yellow color. Fecal matter turns into yellow color. So the reason behind them yellow color, bilirubin and biliverdin. Then if you want to see the bile acids, so the bile acids are cheno deoxycholic acid, chenodeoxycholic acid or chenodeoxycholic acid, cholic acid, the dihydroxycholic acid, dihydroxycholic acid. These are the acids of the bile. So bile composition ఉన్నటువంటి acids ని చూపించు. Chenodeoxycholic acid, cholic acid, dihydroxycholic acid are the bile acids. Bile pigments are bilirubin and biliverdin. Now we will see bile salts. Bile salts are sodium bicarbonate. Bile salt. Sodium bicarbonate, sodium glycocholate, then sodium tarocholate. These are the bile salts. So bile salts, sodium bicarbonate, sodium glycocholate and sodium tarocholate are the bile salts. But bile acids are chenodeoxycholic acid, then cholic acid, dihydroxycholic acid. Then bile pigments are bilirubin and biliverdin, and fecal matter turns into yellow color. So because of this bile pigments. Then amphibians liver is well developed, gallbladder is also well developed. Birds have well developed liver, but gallbladder is absent. In some sharks also gallbladder is absent. So this is all about liver anatomy and also gallbladder anatomy. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.